morning, good evening, wherever you guys are at in the world. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Breaking with B, where we put everything on the table, no filter, no sugarcoating, just the truth. I'm your host, B, and today we're diving into a topic that so many of us can relate to, but barely can even survive to talk about, which is ding, 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 surviving a Caribbean household 101. Now, before we get into this episode, I did ask you guys on my story about what topics would you guys want me to talk about for this next episode. And you guys asked for this one, how to survive a Caribbean household. Now, disclaimer, whatever I'm telling you, this is just coming from my own experiences, okay? My own experiences. So whatever I did, it may not work for you, okay? So I'm gonna let you know this now. Whatever you may hear from me is just from my own experience. Please do not go ahead and have your parents call me, text me, talking about, oh, you thought my child. This is just from my own experience, and I'm telling you from a about to be 20-year-old who is Haitian and who was raised in a Haitian household. All right? So let's get into this episode. First things first, as a lot of you guys may know, I am Haitian. So shout out to all my Zoes, because we the realest, we the baddest. Even after all the trouble that we go through as a community, but guess what? We still the baddest. So all my Zoes, raise your hands because who could ever replace us? Nobody. And if you don't know the history of Haiti, go do your research. Proper research at that too. Please. Go do your research. First things first, in a Haitian household, there are no such things as boundaries, okay? I'm letting you know this now. For all my Caribbean kids, there is no such things as boundaries, especially in a Haitian household. Your room, not yours. Your phone, not yours. Your food in the refrigerator that you put yesterday or last night, it's not yours. And privacy, oh baby, what did you think that was? That's not very common in the Haitian household, especially in a Caribbean household. What is privacy? If you're lucky, your parents will knock. Keyword will knock as they're opening the door. Why are you knocking on my door as you're about to? What sense does that make? And what sense does that make for real? But you know what? It's their world we're living in it. In the rules, they're made up on the spot. I'm not gonna hold y'all. They're made up on the spot. Yesterday you could be eating in the living room, then the next day it's forbidden. And if you ask why, the answer is very simple. Because they said no. Because I said no. Okay. All right, boom. I don't know if this is very common for my Caribbean kids out there. I know it's very common for Black households and stuff, for my African Americans. You have a living room, like this nice living room, but you got plastic on the living room set, felt like on the couch. Now, as kids, you were told not to sit on there or not to even think about sitting or putting your feet or doing anything on there. Because the minute they see you on there, you already know it's up. You already know it's up. Your butt will be mine, as you knew right now. Rice on the floor while your knees are on the rice. And even if you think about getting up, ay, 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 the Zoclo will be coming to you immediately. So, I'm going to tell you this now. Please don't do that. Please don't. And I've heard horror stories about people really doing that. And I'm not going to hold y'all. I wasn't a bad child. I was just a very slick child. I just talked back a lot because I was just like, why are you arguing back and forth with me? Like, I'm going to give you a response every time. I don't care. And I'm like this to this day. Am I trying to change that? Absolutely. But honestly, it's just the Haitian in me. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. Like, I'm gonna give you an actual reason of why you did all this and that, just because so you can understand from my point of view. Because if you want me to understand from your point of view, then what's the point, you know? But especially for my old school parents, old school parents, they really just don't understand how this new generation works and stuff. And it's like, I understand times are not the same, but like, come on now. We got to do better than this. We got to do better. And growing up, I always thought, oh my gosh, my parents are this, my parents are that. Now that I'm older, I thank God every single day that I was raised the way I was raised because looking at this generation, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, we doomed. Y'all doomed because not fit TikTok, Instagram. You know what these Haitians use as a social media platform? WhatsApp. Anything that you do, WhatsApp. It's gonna be on that WhatsApp status or on Facebook. That's it. And if you trying to get in contact with any of family members from Haiti or from Jamaica, Bahamas, wherever the case may be, you are going to have to contact them through WhatsApp. No ifs, no buts. WhatsApp is your app, okay? And as a Caribbean person, you should have WhatsApp in your phone. I don't understand why there be a lot of people that I know. I'm not gonna say no names now, but you know who you are now. Why don't you have WhatsApp on your phone, even though you know that you are a Caribbean person, especially for my Haitians? You know Uncle Joabert finna call you. So why are you over here having him call you through your mobile cellular device? If you don't go call that man on WhatsApp and keep it moving, like, what is wrong with you? Don't do that man like that. Mm-mm. All right. Now that we got the first one done, the second one is the art of respect, aka don't talk back. All right, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this now. Please, for the love of Jesus, do not talk back. Whatever they tell you, just go along with it because at the end of the day, it is their house. They are paying the bills. Yes, you deserve a say in the household, but if you're not paying no bills or anything, I'm not going to hold you. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Okay, so let me tell you something. Talking back in a Caribbean household, especially in a Haitian household, is not a thing. You open your mouth to explain yourself, and your mom already reaching for the belt, slipper, or whatever the thing is. It could be a tree branch or whatever. If she can't find anything, her bare hand will just do the job. You learn quickly that your tone can start an entire war, and Lord help you if you roll your eyes. That's just not disrespect. That's just what? What is it? Blasphemy. Yes, blasphemy. Yes, 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 yes. Now, when they tell you guys not to talk back, it's for a reason because the minute you talk back is the minute everybody on the other side of the world will know that, you hit your mom. Oh, Vinpa, this happened. What do you mean? Now, if she get the belt, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I did this one time to my mom. Oh, Sydney, yeah. Oh, God bless. God bless me for oh, God bless my mother for because I knew I was a little child boy. You thought you was gonna hit me with a belt and you thought I was not gonna catch it? Psych. Huh. Trust me, I used to see my siblings, especially my brothers, catch the belt. And then my mom would be like, wait, wait. She just stopped and then she'd just go on her knees and then boom. She'd be like, bien, vim back moi. Come at me. What do you mean by that? Now, a lot of y'all might be thinking, B, what is all this? Why in the world, as a Caribbean child, are you taking the belt from their hands? If they're about to whoop you and you over here arguing back and forth with them about why you don't deserve the whooping, at this point, you about to go outside and sleep outside. Because I can't even help you. Like, I really can't for real, for real. You put yourself in that predicament. And you got to get yourself out that predicament too. I cannot help you. Mm-mm. And let me tell you, nobody, not even your grandma, not even your gun, can even save you from that. Because you know why? You put yourself in that headache. And yes, respect goes both ways, but I think the biggest problem that we have now that I'm like, getting older and stuff is that when you are talking to like the older generation, especially for my old school Haitians, and when it comes down to like Us new school Haitians, it's a very, 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 very different thing. Us, we believe in certain things that they don't believe in, and they believe in certain things that we don't believe in. For example, the old school Haitians, you got the three L's in life. The three L's in life, yes. And if you never heard of them, here are they now. You have l'école, l'église, and la caille, which means school. Wait, hold on. Y'all, I almost forgot. L'école, l'église, la caille. Okay, I had to translate it. So it's school, church, and home. School, church, and home, yeah. Yeah. I had to remember it. I'm sorry, I was getting old. I'm getting old. But yeah, those three things, the old school Haitians have instilled in us that if you follow by these three L's in life, you'll be perfectly fine. They believe in you shouldn't be going out with your friends and stuff. When you're like in your teenage years and stuff, you can go out when you're like 20 or like when you married and stuff or when you're out the house. No, us new school. We believe in, we still believe in the three L's in life, but we also believe in also going out with our friends, exploring this, exploring that. To them, they think that's vagabo. They think that's, oh my gosh, nous pedi pitla. No, it's about just honestly, we're in two different time stamps in our lives. When you were 18, 19, 20, you was doing other things. But now that I'm 18, 19, 20, I'm not doing the same things around those years, you're probably in college, trying to find yourself and all. So the different things that they may have gone through, you're not gonna go through because at the end of the day, that was that was the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s. Baby, we in 2025. It don't apply to us. And please, I beg everybody, if you have never sat down with yourself and actually really thought about like, okay, what have my parents been through when they were my age? And you will get a different perspective because it honestly makes you realize of why they go so hard and you wonder why they also want you to go hard as well too, because they're sacrificing a lot. I'm not gonna hold you. They're sacrificing a lot for you to have a better life. And yes, it comes with sacrifices. And yes, it does come with like tough love. But at the end, that tough love is always the best because this world is cruel. And if you don't got tough skin, you're not going to make it out. I'm not going to hold you, especially for my Caribbean kids. You got to have tough skin living in a household like that because if you don't, you're not going to make it in the real world. You're really not. So please, rule number two, please respect your elders. Just please. I beg. I don't want to see nobody 6 feet underneath the ground all because you try to get the belt from your mom or you rolled your eyes or something. Please, please. I beg. I beg you, please. All right. Now we have episode. This is long, y'all. Got like a lot of parts. Segment number three. Rule number three, in a sense. The double life. American outside, Haitian inside. Have you ever had to switch personalities depending on whether you're in the house or outside? Sometimes in school, you're quiet and polite, but at home, you're a boot camp. Try asking for a sleepover or fast food. There's food at home. Que manger la gala. You want to go to a party? Aw, that's so cute. Not in this household. But here's the truth. They're strict because they care. They didn't come to this country to play games. They came to build something better. Now, for rule number three, it is true. They did not come to this country to play games, y'all, please. They came to build something better. And when you think about how many times they've had to go through so many struggles, so many rejections, in order for you to get where you are right now, you have to give them the respect that they deserve. Now, I understand when it comes time down, when it comes to like, sleepovers and stuff, because they don't want you sleeping at somebody else's house. They want you to be sleeping in their house on your bed because that makes them feel comfortable. Okay, I know that my child is here. I know that my child is safe and protected and stuff. I don't have to be worrying, whatever the case may be, that they're out doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. Okay, boom. Perfectly fine. But when you get to the ages 16 and up and you start going out to parties, honestly, y'all, I'm not gonna hold you. I stopped asking. I just started saying, well, at 18, not at 16, 17, at 18, I started saying, Mom, Dad, I'm going to this party on such and such day. I'll be back by this time, but if I'm not back by this time, I will let you know ahead of time. Boom, simple. That's all you got to do. Because in a Haitian household, especially in a Caribbean household, if you don't take your freedom, you will never be given the freedom that you deserve. Okay? If you don't take your freedom, you will never be given the freedom that you deserve. You could be 23 years old and you still have a curfew of 12 o'clock. Why? Because you never took that freedom. You never said, okay, I'm going to. You asking them at your grown age. I understand if you were 16, 17, 18, but at one point, baby, when you get to like 19, 20 and up, it's time that we stop asking. It's time that okay, I'm going to this place at this time and I'll be back at this time. I'm not saying disrespect them, but there's a level of respect that goes both ways. And also making sure that you know that you have a life too outside this house. You have to go see what's out there for you. You have to go see what the world is offering. You have to go see your opportunities because if you don't go, who else gonna go for you? Nobody. All right. Rule number 4. Okay. The hustle mentality. All right. So I'm going to explain this because I know for some people it may not make sense. So I'm going to explain it. Growing up with Haitian parents, you're not allowed to dream small. Either you are a doctor, avocat, which is lawyer, or nurse. Those are the only valid careers, or engineer at that. Tell your mom you want to be a content creator and she's calling the pastor for deliverance. But deep down, that pressure comes from love. They see the struggle, they saw survival. So they push us to succeed, not just for us, but for them, for our ancestors, for Haiti. Now, I'm not going to hold you. This is definitely true because if you are telling your Haitian parents that you want to become, let's see, a content creator or a designer or something that is out the ordinary, they're going to look at you very, very differently. And I'm only saying this because they feel like if you are not something that is worthy or valuable, you are an embarrassment to them. You're an embarrassment to the entire family. You're an embarrassment to the whole entire country of Haiti. Okay? And only reason I'm saying this is because oftentimes us as the new generation Haitians, we often get looked down upon because we decided to take a different route than what they wanted for us to do. I know some people right now that are, psychiatrists, therapists, content creators, designers. They're not doctors, they're not lawyers, they're not nurses. At the end of the day, they're doing what makes them happy. And when you tell a Caribbean parent that you're doing what makes you happy, things like, hey, Kisa, what? They're not gonna be like that. They're gonna look at you very differently. And honestly, do what makes you happy, please. Do what makes you happy. Whether that is going to medical school to become a doctor and do it because you want to do it. Don't do it for your parents. Do it for you. And another thing too, don't let your parents live through you. I'm gonna repeat myself. Don't let your parents live through you. Whatever you are doing at 20 plus and up, whatever they didn't get to do, they're trying to live through you. And honestly, yes, In a lot of cases, it may seem perfectly normal, but honestly, it's not because at the end of the day, you are your own individual. You are your own person. So, whatever reason why they feel like you need to be doing the things that they told you to be doing, no. Follow your gut, follow your heart. Okay? Follow your gut. All right. I got two more things, and afterwards, we're going to wrap up the episode because there's so much I can say, but we got so much to say. That's all I can say. All right. Rule number 5, aka segment number 5. The love language you didn't recognize. Haitian parents or Caribbean parents might say, I love you. But when they say I love you, they show in other ways. It's the way they wake you up early for church, even if you were up all night. It's in that loud yelling, unfortunately, that they means they care. They care. And after getting a nice whooping, you get the, did you eat? That's love for them. You know why? Because they were never taught how to love or how to be loved correctly. So when it comes down time for us, my generation, to explore love, to be loved correctly, it is very hard because we have so much trauma within our community on how to be loved correctly. And love is not yelling at your person, yelling at this, doing that. No. Whatever your parents did in their marriage, it may not work for you too. In a lot of Caribbean households, when the parents say, I love you, it's not really like, I love you. It's really just like, okay, I love you just casually. No, I love you are very, very strong words. So it's like, you know, when you're saying I love you actually have to mean it. You do. You really, really do. And I think what really happens when you say those words or when you try to express your love to your children, you really can't because you were never raised in a loving household. And I'm not saying that your parents did not love you, but you were never taught to say, oh, I love you. Oh, I appreciate you. This and that in favor. You know what I'm saying? So I think I will really give it up to us because we decide to take the initiative and go to therapy, seek guidance, and actually understand what it's meant to be loved. Because when it's time for you to get married, when it's time for you to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you don't know how to love them because you were never taught how to be loved. You were never taught how to show love to others. You were just taught, okay, Ramo, I love you. That's it? No. When it means to be loved, you show that person that you care for them, that you love them. You love them in their love language, in a sense. And love can be shown in many different ways. But in the ways that our parents, especially my Haitian parents, where it's like, okay, you know, I love you, but if you've been up all night, you tired from work, next morning, live it, 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 live it. That's not love. You just in my ear complaining about for us to go to church. And on top of that, we late to church, so why you even waking me up at this point? We already an hour and a half late. Let me sleep in peace. Let me sleep in peace because you're not going to disturb my peace. Nope. My peace is already being disturbed enough. Let me get this sleep in, please. And my last rule, the dreams. All right. The dreams. I'm not going to hold y'all. The dreams. The dreams are very, very, very important for you to know, especially for my Caribbean kids and stuff. Due to the fact because when you are when your Haitian parent is telling you they feel love, believe them. Believe them. And I know what you may be saying. Oh, the dream is not real and stuff. It's nothing. It doesn't really matter. It's not gonna happen. It's not true. Those dreams can come true, honey. Don't ever, ever underestimate a Haitian's dream because those dreams, 99% of the time are true. They may not happen now, but sooner or later, they're going to happen. And that is why you have to have Haitian parents, Caribbean parents that are deep in prayer because I'm not going to hold you. Them revs, they be evil, evil as it can be. So make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into because your mom could be calling talking about, oh, I had a dream, different rev about you doing this, you doing that. Mind you, 90% of the time you're like, no, I didn't do this. 10% of the time you could be like, dang, how she know that? Because she already had a dream. Don't even worry. Let's say you get a tattoo and you haven't told her for months, months in advance. She already had a dream about it. Don't even worry. You don't even got to tell her. She already had a dream because you know why? God gave her the dream. Let's say, you know, you're having, intercourse before marriage. Ah, sapi mal. Oh, Jesus. She gonna already have like a sense of feeling like, hmm, Manushka, Vimbalo, come here. She already gonna have some type of feeling, or better yet, a rev, a dream that you are having intercourse and that you didn't tell her, "Ouve pio ba garçon." You're opening your legs for boys. When all the time you like, oh my gosh, mommy, I was gonna tell you. Oh my gosh, dad, I was gonna tell you. No, you didn't need to tell me. They already knew, sweetheart. They already knew. It's okay. They already knew, girl. It's okay. You might as well just take the bato and just go about your day. That's all he can say. So if you think that you can be a step ahead of them, they already 10 steps ahead of you. I'm not going to hold you, okay? My Caribbean parents, my Jamaicans, my Bahamians, Puerto Ricans, my Cubans, my Dominicans, my Haitians. Listen, all of them in the Caribbean. I didn't forget, Trinidad. I didn't forget, my Virgin Islands parents as well too, because they, at the end of the day, they all have the same type of rules in their household. It could be in a different language, different aspect. At the end of the day, they still all have the same type of rules. It doesn't matter. But as long as you are respecting them and they're respecting you, respect goes both ways. Okay. So make sure that you know what you're putting yourself into and love yourself because if they don't love you, you got to love yourself first. All right. So we're going to close this episode off. Growing up in a Caribbean household, especially a Haitian one, is not, but it builds you. It teaches you resilience, discipline, and a love for your culture that's unmatched. So, to all my fellow Caribbean kids, especially my Haitian Americans, I see you. You're not alone in this. And trust me, one day you'll look back and laugh. Right after therapy, though. Right after therapy. So, to all of my Caribbean kids, especially my Haitian ones, I love y'all. I see y'all. You're not alone because trust me, I'm living through it every single day. Even while I'm 8 hours away, I'm still living it no matter what. Distance is never a thing. They will still be calling that phone shock my thing every morning. Good morning. Ute leve? Did you have breakfast? Do you need something? Fine, mom. They just care for you. That's all. They just care. They just want the best for you. And honestly, when you look back and laugh at it, you're gonna be like, dang, they was doing all this just because they loved me and stuff. That's all. So thank you so much to everyone that tuned in to this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with someone who survived the same struggle. Episode 3 is coming soon, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Until next time, don't forget where you came from.